That silent weight between you, that electric current of things left unsaid, it's a conversation happening in a language neither of you are brave enough to speak. And if you know that feeling, if you sense that quiet, powerful magnetism with someone, stay right here. Because the greatest tragedy isn't heartbreak. It's the connection you both walk away from, thinking the other never truly saw it for what it was. What I'm sharing now isn't common knowledge. We guard these truths not out of pride, but from a primal fear of being the only one who feels them. You believe you're concealing your emotions perfectly, but patterns, not promises, reveal the truth. And when certain subtle shifts begin, a bond forms in the shadows of your denial. This creates a psychological space you both occupy. The energy becomes tangible. It's in the glance held a beat too long, the conversation that circles back, the unconscious lean into each other's orbit. It's a silent agreement, and maintaining that facade becomes the heaviest weight you'll ever carry. So, let's explore the first undeniable signal you're both emotionally invested. Sign 1, your dialogues hold more depth than your defined relationship. When interest is absent, interaction stays breezy, safe, and forgettable. But when the heart is quietly involved, conversations become vessels for unspoken intimacy. She inquires about matters others overlook. She recalls the minor detail you mentioned weeks ago. She listens to your struggles with a patience that defies your casual label. Notice this. Profound emotional exchange is rarely incidental. It is the subconscious constructing a path you're both hesitant to walk. And here's the mirror. You are doing this too. You share parts of your history you vowed to keep sealed. You feel an unfamiliar ease in her presence. You feel understood, perhaps too deeply. It's unsettling. And that shared fear is the glue of your silence, because speaking it aloud makes it real, and real things can be lost. Before we continue, be honest with yourself. Have you ever shared a silence with someone that felt more intimate than any words? Let me know below. Don't forget to like this video. There exists a quiet pivot point in every almost romance. You observe aspects of her life you have no business noticing. She's impacted by choices you didn't intend to influence. A mutual, fragile pretense holds, even as the reality beneath it trembles. This is where the second signal manifests. Sign 2, your mere presence alters her emotional state. A woman who is indifferent remains composed, steady, and neutral around you. A woman concealing affection becomes beautifully inconsistent. One day she's engaged, bright, attuned to you. The next she's reserved, pulled inward, as if recovering her balance. This isn't indecision, it's emotional safeguarding. She is managing her heart in real time. Your arrival triggers a response logic can't suppress. Watch the unspoken language. When trying to hide interest, the body betrays the mind. She becomes conscious of her posture, her hair, her proximity. There's a gentle warmth in her gaze when she believes you aren't looking, a warmth she quickly shields the moment she feels seen. Now, the crucial part. You impact her nervous system. Hidden emotion creates unconscious mirroring. Your lean forward invites hers. Your softened tone lowers her voice. Your distance prompts her retreat, not from disinterest but from self-protection. This synchronization is psychological evidence. It only occurs between people sharing a powerful, unnamed pull. And you are not immune. You rationalize your behavior as courtesy, but your cadence changes around her. Your focus narrows. You feel a heightened alertness when she's near, and a peculiar flatness when she's gone. She senses this. We are conditioned to read the emotional subtext. She knows when you're performing, and her silence isn't ignorance, it's complicity. So the tension builds. The attraction becomes a held breath, powerful, potent, and utterly still. Has someone's entire demeanor ever shifted when you entered a room, despite their effort to seem unchanged? Tell me in the comments. We arrive at a frontier where what isn't said echoes louder than any dialogue, where every look is an unfinished sentence. This is the territory of the third sign. Sign 3, you both engineer reasons to remain connected. Where no true bond exists, contact is functional and sparse. When feelings grow secretly, contact becomes intentionally frequent. You don't name it desire. You call it checking in or sharing this thing you'd like, but the underlying truth is a shared terror of losing the thread. Ask yourself, why does she text a question she could easily answer alone?
Why ask for your view on trivial matters? Why send a song, a random thought, a slice of her ordinary day? Emotionally, she is testing the doorway, hoping you'll show the same care she feels. She seeks confirmation she isn't alone in this quiet turmoil. And you are identical. You reach out when a memory of her surfaces. You extend conversations past their natural end. You ask follow-up questions that serve no purpose but closeness. You are nurturing a link that feels essential, while labeling it casual to avoid the terrifying leap. This reciprocity isn't random. Humans do not sustain emotional investment without a powerful internal driver. If you consistently orbit each other through digital whispers or late-night talks, the bond is already solid. You don't fear someone's absence unless their presence matters. You don't chase a presence unless the absence aches. The fear of severing this connection outweighs the fear of addressing it. You may step back briefly, but you always return. So does she. Because within both of you lives a quiet, stubborn hope that the other feels the same. Hope is the most potent adhesive, and it keeps you in each other's gravitational field, even in the quiet. Have you ever kept someone close through tiny, invented reasons, while your true reasons were enormous? Let me know. There exists a final, most profound indicator. It's the moment the unacknowledged truth becomes a living third entity in the room. It speaks in the pauses, in the charged space between your hands, in the palpable shift in the atmosphere when you share it. Sign 4. You both feel the haunting tension of a story not yet written. This transcends simple liking. This is the specific emotional pressure that builds between two people who feel far more than they'll permit themselves to express. You sense it in the prolonged goodbye. You feel it in the sudden clutch in your chest when she laughs. It's the agonizing limbo of wanting what's nearby, yet feeling it's miles away. When a woman harbors unspoken feelings, she practices cautious proximity. She stays near but not within reach. She allows a moment of deep eye contact, then breaks it to regain control. This isn't dismissal. It's discipline. She is guarding her heart from the devastation of hoping for more. And you are her mirror in this too. You bite back the words crowding your throat. You avoid decisive action, terrified of shattering the delicate understanding you already cherish. You tell yourself you're being considerate, but in your core you are afraid. Afraid the connection is one-sided. Afraid to trust the signals. So you both wait, and the unsaid grows denser, heavier, more impossible to ignore. The strongest connections are often held together by silence. This creates a psychological strain that is unmistakable. In each other's company, your senses sharpen. In separation, a faint emptiness lingers. You review interactions mentally. You analyze her quiet periods. You feel her lack in spaces she once filled with mere attention. This is not trivial. This is two people attempting to be rational, while their emotions are already deeply, irrevocably entwined. And here's the quiet truth you already know. If one of you ever voiced what you truly feel, that entire fragile world would transform in an instant. That potential is the source of the tension. That is why the silence is so loud. Now tell me honestly, is there someone in your life right now with whom you share this unspoken, heavy understanding? Share your story in the comments. If this resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel Winds of Thought for more insights into the human heart.